handle it. I was like, so basically what you're telling me is, not only do you not care about your life and your welfare and your welfare of your friends, you don't care about anybody else's life that is around you, that's on this island. The kids, the mothers, the fathers, you don't care about them. Okay, well, nice to know. Hey guys, welcome back to Live, Love, Life, and Travel. This is your girl Shamika, and if you're new here, welcome. Just to let you know, I usually do upload on the daily and upload my travel videos every Monday through Thursday and my free talk videos on the weekends. So if you're interested, please hit that subscribe button. So today's video is going to be a bit more of a serious topic and kind of a warning. Like, I'm not trying to be anybody's parent or anything, but I've seen this happen time and time again, which is drinking and driving here in Thailand, and especially on the party islands like Koh Phangan. And so as of now, the king of Thailand did pass away, so the recent full moon party has been cancelled. But when they're up and running again and the droves of young people come down here to party their fucking asses off, get shit-faced, black out, please listen to the words that I am saying. Do not drink and fucking drive. First of all, it is the stupidest, most irresponsible thing that anybody could ever do because it's completely avoidable. It does not make you look cool, so don't fucking do it. I've seen it happen over and over again. It's the same freaking cycle. You get a bunch of young people and some older people who come down here, never ridden a motorbike a day in their life. For the first time, they ride a motorbike here in Thailand, and then within 2 days, they think they are like some expert motorbike racer in NASCAR or something. They think they can do wheelies and spins and drive 100 miles an hour and with no helmet. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. You're not an expert. You still have to be safe. Then they go on Koh Phangan, not realizing they don't take into account the thin layer of sand that is always on the road. Even if it looks completely clean, there is always a thin layer of sand on the road, so people don't slow down when they're turning, especially those really tight turns, and then they slide. It's happened so many times. They actually have a name for it, which is like the Koh Phangan scar, the Koh Phangan souvenir, where like you see tons of people walking around with bandages all over their arms and legs because they weren't being safe and they slid their bike. Like, if we had a full moon week when I used to work at the party hostel in Koh Phangan, at least at the end of that week, 30% of our residents or our guests were bandaged up. Mostly from the motorbikes and some from other things like the slip and fly, which is that giant slide you fly off and hit the water, and sometimes you get bruised and damaged. So not only do they come on Koh Phangan thinking that they're expert motorbike drivers because they've ridden a motorbike twice now, they drive the same speed in the same way they would drive on a road that had no sand, and so they're not taking that into account, and then it causes accidents by sliding, and then it can cause like a buildup. So not only are they doing that, they're also drinking and driving, and it's so fucking insane to me how anybody can think that that's okay. The full moon party is on the Hydron Beach. The Hydron Road on Koh Phangan to get to that beach is one of the most dangerous roads on that island. I feel unsafe driving on that road in the daytime completely sober. So the fact that people drive intoxicated on the most windiest, the most steepest road, you get the most prettiest views from that road, but it's the most windiest and steepest road on that island, and then you drive drunk, and you're driving drunk with other drunk drivers. Stupid. Don't do it. So let me just give you a few examples of why you shouldn't be drinking and driving. I had a friend that was working in a party hostel with us. He was working mostly in our sister hostel. A really young, like, fun loving, life loving guy, had a lot of energy, and yeah, he liked to party. Like, he went to every single party, even when no one was there. He was at the party, and he got himself in a really bad motorbike accident because he was drinking and driving. He was turning, there's a little tiny bridge or a small bridge where it also turns, and he was going over the bridge, and he was turning, and he basically just, instead of turning with the road, he turned into the bridge. The bike hit the bridge, flipped over, hit the tree. He slammed into the tree and he had to go to the hospital. He ended up he has permanent frontal lobe brain damage. He had to have 2 brain surgeries because the first one, he got an infection in his brain from the first damage, and then after the first brain surgery, he had a bubble in his brain, which is severely dangerous and life-threatening, and he had to have a second brain surgery to remove the bubble. And then he also broke his femur, and his femur also had to have surgery on it, also got an infection, and now he has permanent damage to his brain. When I saw him, his memory was shot, like to the point where he would be talking to us, he would look over for like a second, look back over and be like, oh, hey guys, like when did you get here? Like he didn't remember we were just there. He didn't realize he was in a hospital. He thought he was on a ferry. Like it was bad. He's better, he's getting better now, but it's gonna be a year of recovery, and even after that, brain damage is very, very hard to tell how much damage it is, because you can see some immediate results and you can see some long lasting results that you don't see 2 years later. Luckily his personality seems to be the same, but he could have lost his life. Like he could have died because of drinking and driving. I had another guest that was drinking the night before, but he was so intoxicated from the night before. When he woke up that morning, he was still intoxicated. He was still very drunk. You can tell by his body language and his movements that he was intoxicated. Him and his friends decided to go for a bike ride. His friend was in the front and he was in the back with another friend on his bike, and then his friends broke, like they hit the brakes, and because he couldn't react fast enough, he hit his brake too late and he crashed into them. He shattered the side of his face. He shattered his whole cheekbone. He had to fly home and get reconstructive surgery. His other friend broke her ankle, and the other one cracked his skull and got a concussion. I've also seen other, like, just even the locals who drink and drive crash and like die in front of me. So like it's just stupid and it's not worth it, and I really don't understand why people, I guess, I don't know, maybe I'm getting old and young people think they're invisible. Even when I was younger, I never drank and drove, ever. I have never drank and drove in my life. The most thing I've ever done, and I will admit to, is I've drank high, like smoking weed, which I still don't support, and it was stupid for me to do that. So, but I've never drank and drove a day in my life. So I don't really get like, oh, well, they're young, you think you're young and you're invisible. Like, no, I don't think youth has anything to do with it. Stupid act is a stupid act. Like when I was younger, I always either had a friend drive, a designated driver. I always either took a taxi or Uber, but there wasn't Ubers back then, but Uber now. Or I stayed where I was. Like if I was, when I was younger, there was a lot of house parties, and I would just stay at the house till the next morning when I was sobered up. I do have to say I've driven with people who were drunk, and then I stopped doing that as I got older too, because it was like, this is just stupid. I'm putting my life in danger for what? For what? Like, it's dumb. It's so avoidable. At the hostel that I used to work at, we provided transportation to every single party that was on the island. And yeah, you pay for it, but it was at a discount price. Like the normal taxis were 100 baht, which is like a little over $3, and then we would give it at a discount price for 50 baht, which is like a little over $1 or something like that. And so there was no reason for people to drink and drive. There was no reason for that. And I remember one night we were serving like there was like our version of a Long Island, but it was like Nomad Island or something like that, and we made our drinks purposely strong. Like you were not gonna get cheap watered down drinks from our hostel. We purposely made them strong because we wanted, like, we were known for that. We were known, we're a party hostel, and we wanted to get people trashed, and more trash to get the more drinks they buy. So maybe we're adding to the problem. But anyway, we did provide transportation to all the parties, and one time, like, I was serving this group of friends, like a group of 3 friends, our strongest drink the whole night. They were trashed. They came up and they bought a party ticket, and I was like, okay, do you want to get a taxi ticket too? And they were like, no, we're gonna take our bikes. And I was like, oh, okay, so you're telling me you just drank 3 in a row of our strongest drinks we actually serve here. You're gonna go to the full moon party, you're gonna drink some more, and then you're gonna get on your bike and you're gonna drive back. Is that your plan? They're like, oh yeah, but like we're totally cool, we can handle it. I was like, so basically what you're telling me is not only do you not care about your life and your welfare and your welfare of your friends, you don't care about anybody else's life that is around you, that's on this island. The kids, the mothers, the fathers, you don't care about them. Okay, well, nice to know. And it kind of looked at me like, oh, you're a bitch. But it's just like, to me, since I've always had that mindset of like drinking and driving is just stupid, and then seeing my friends, like, this guy was a good kid. He made a stupid mistake and he could have lost his life. The other guest could have, like, he shattered his fucking side of his face because he couldn't wait a few hours so he's sobered up to drive. Like, I understand that when you are intoxicated you're not thinking right, so maybe you're not logically thinking like this is stupid, but if you know that is your behavior, then you take steps before to prevent that from happening. You don't take your car, you leave your keys at home, you make plans ahead of time so you do not cause yourself to drink and drive, or you do not get in a car with someone else who is drinking and driving, especially if you come to Thailand. Not get on the back of someone's bike who is drinking. Like, this is so stupid. Another time I was on the back of another friend and he had not been drinking. He was driving, his friends were driving, and they all crashed into each other and like literally was like bloody all over. Like it's just don't do it. Please don't do it. If you come to Thailand or any Southeast Asian or anywhere else in general, but since this is a travel channel, and well, not a travel channel, but we talk about travel on this channel, and since I'm in Thailand, I'm pointing out Thailand specifically, but you shouldn't drink and drive, period. But when you come to Thailand, just because you've been on a bike for a couple of days does not make you an expert. If you come on the islands, you have to take an account of the sand on the road. There's always a thin layer of sand on the road, and it will make you slide if you do not turn carefully. Do not drink and drive. It's very unsafe here. The road to the Hydrant Beach where the full moon party is held is one of the most dangerous roads on this island. It's not worth it. People have died on that road. It is not worth it, okay? So if you're gonna come party here, you can still party your fucking ass off, get completely wasted, blacked out, whatever, high, whatever, and you can still take safety measures and make sure you're okay. And I have another video about that, like how to still be safe when you want to party, not just the drinking and driving portion. So don't drink and drive. It's stupid. You can also get a DUI. You can also get pulled over by the cops. They can make you pay a fine that can completely ruin your trip, because it can be up to 30,000 baht that they're looking for, which can be your whole budget. It's just not smart. It's stupid. Don't do it. Come to Thailand and enjoy yourself, and don't ruin your holiday or ruin your travels because you wanted to drink and drive, which is completely avoidable. You can still have just as much fun without that part of it. That is it. That is my grown-up rant. You kids. So anyway, guys, that's it. That is my little bit of a rant video about how to party safely here in Thailand, not to drink and drive, some tips. Please just follow it. Like, it's just unnecessary. Like, it really is. So thanks, guys. If you want to make any comments in the comment section below, if you feel the same way about drinking and driving, please put in the comment section below. If you say, oh my god, you're just being such a stick in the mud, it's totally fine, I'm an expert when I drink and drive, go right ahead, put in the comment section below. If you experience the same things, if you've seen these things happen, if you've ever been on Koh Phangan or Thailand or any other Southeast Asian or Asia or anywhere where you've seen something bad happen because someone was drinking and driving, please put in the comment section below. If you want to like this video, please like it. If you want to share this video, please share it. It really helps, guys. If you want to continue to follow me on this beautiful game called life, please subscribe. And thank you from Live, Love, Life, and Travel.
Someone like you, someone like you.